Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early November 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could test out the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective. I hope you're all fabulous as always, but my guides, talk to me. What do we got for Aries? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. What do we got for my Aries people, please? There we go, real quick. So we have an extremely intellectual energy right here off at the top. Usually I see this as a very positive card, but with all cards, there could be some challenges. Very sharp intellectual type of vibe. Now, before we dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading we go, enough of the promo. If you look at this card, we see this monkey. It's holding a skull. It's reflecting on life. It's dressed up as Shakespeare behind a typewriter. There's all sorts of mathematics and binary code behind it. So to me, this is an extremely intellectual sword-like type of energy. So maybe your mind is firing on all cylinders, or there is something attached to one's thought process and mind here. It does have a little bit of a sharp energy, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some swords this week, but good luck to anyone trying to pull one over on you when this is up. Like, this card is like an extremely sharp intellect, and that would be a great time for any problem solving. The big challenge with this card would be an overactive mind. I wouldn't say over imagination, but someone who might be thinking about something a little too much to the point of anxiety. So we're going to put that down for now. We're going to get into tarot. As I always say, that doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote for us. We're going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get that intuitive, juicy stuff. So let's shuffle it up, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got here for Aries? So, last week's reading, it was a mixed bag, but it had a very happy ending. The title was a surprising blessing, and the vibe I was picking up is that some of you might be having a blessing in disguise coming up. If you've been going through a lot of tough situations, it might be for your benefit moving forward. So it was an okay energy, but the weeks leading up to that, there have been some challenges. So we're going to stay optimistic and hope for some positivity here, Aries. Let's get these 3 out. As you know, energy is always moving. It's always fluctuating. So only take this at how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or someone in your circle. Let's get these first 3 out. What do we got for Aries early November, please? Thank you. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles in position number 1. Not the best way to start off a reading, but we're not going to freak out about that. Let's keep it moving here. Interesting. Okay, we have the Strength card, which is a nice card to see. So we're getting some of this mixed bag type of energy once again, Aries. Okay, where we have a little positive, a little negative. I don't want to speak on it too much until we clarify, but let's get one more. Thank you. Okay, we do have the 5 of Cups on the back, and I also want to bring to your attention that we have repeating 5s already. So you might want to look into the angel number 5. A lot of you could be seeing a lot of different repeating numbers. When there's a lot of 5s, that could be a little bit volatile, but let's go through it, and I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. And it's always important to put this under your perspective, because, like I said, this could be someone else. But position number 1, 5 of Pentacles. Generally, this could be a card where someone might feel a little isolated. Somebody might be feeling a little lonely or separated from a group. When I see this, I do think of someone who might be lonesome in some type of way. This card and the 5 of Cups, when you combine them together, this could be someone who's having little bouts of depression. So we might be seeing some warnings here. I don't want to go too far on that. With the 5 of Pentacles, this can also be an energy of someone who's having money issues. So I'd watch your spending in this time, because the 5 of Pentacles could be indicative of somebody who could overspend on something. All right, so we want to see what that's about. It could be somebody in some sort of pain here, especially when we mix the 2 5s together. But in the center, we have the Strength card. That is a silver lining for this whole entire reading, because we do have these rough energies on the edges, but the Strength card could represent a Leo. If not that, this is somebody who has a lot of inner strength within them. So how to conquer these 2 energies on the ends would be with strength, that inner well of perseverance to get through the trials and tribulations that life sends our way. Now, another thing I do see with the Strength card could be Spirit testing you in some sort of way. This could represent temptation, okay, depending on the clarifier. So if you've been trying to refrain from things, you could be tempted in various ways when we have a Strength card, or you could be tested. I'm just going to leave it at that for now because there could be a lot of other things. It's an angelic loving card, though, in general, which is nice. Now, moving to the extreme back end here, we do have the Five of Cups. A nickname a lot of readers give this is the River of Tears, right? So somebody who literally might be crying, somebody who might literally be upset in their feelings. This could be feelings of heartbreak or depression, like I was referring to earlier. This could be feelings of pessimism. This could be somebody who's like looking at the cups that have spilled, what they have lost, as opposed to what they still have. Now, as I said a little earlier, we did have the energy of blessings in disguise last week. So I really want to see what further detail we could pull out of this. But I would try your best not to get into a pessimistic mind state here. Or there could just be someone you're connected to that's on the struggle bus when I see all this energy. But with all that being said, Aries, let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Aries, please. And thank you, guides and spirit team. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot because, as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to start in on this Five of Pentacles. And also, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. All right, what do we got here? Five of Pentacles. What's going on? Oh, quick. Okay, Three of Wands in reverse here. Okay, so you really want to watch out for reverse manifesting or attracting things into your life that you don't want. When we have an energy like that, that could be a big warning from Spirit. I'm also catching two people, like another vibe. Obviously, this isn't for every Aries, but I'm getting the vibe of two people mirroring each other's energy. So this could be two people that are feeling separated or lonesome, or I'm just getting that mirroring type of vibe here. Now, the Three of Wands is usually somebody in a waiting pattern, in a holding pattern. So when I see this in reverse under the Five of Pentacles, it could be somebody who's had it up to here with something or someone or a situation, and they're about to make a big move to change their fortunes. So I'm seeing a lot of things, like a lot of you might be in the mood or mode to just like switch something up really quick, fast action. So I want to see how the rest of this plays out. But those are the two main things I'm catching here. It's like two people possibly mirroring each other, okay? Feelings of loneliness, isolation, sure, pain is still here, but I also get somebody who's really wanting to change their current situation. They might be getting ready for a big action or a big push in some direction. Let's go in on Strength. Let's see what's up with that. I mean, it's feeling a little complex this week, Aries. That's kind of the vibe I'm picking up. Where's Strength here? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you could get through whatever trials and tribulations. Now, we have the Hierophant showing up in reverse. Some of you might be having issues with a Taurus when we have this type of energy. When I get the Hierophant in reverse, and once again, I'm using the vice versa tarot. So it has the front end, it has the back end. With the Hierophant in reverse, it is upheaval. Like I was saying, like now could be a big test from Spirit. Whatever it is you might be going through, whether it's ups, whether it's downs, whether it's in between, Spirit might be testing your mettle in some sort of way. And I'm getting upheaval. Okay, so this could be a big warning here with Strength and the Hierophant in reverse. There could be like big upheavals in various portions. So this could be a big warning that like you might want to brace yourself. Like I was saying, like with the fives that we got going on here, it's a little bit volatile. So I would just say there's a warning about this volatile type of energy. I do think you can get through it, or whoever this person is, they will get through it. But yeah, now's a lot of time of ups and downs when I'm seeing this, okay? We're going to go in on the Five of Cups. We'll see how it plays out. Because just like last week's reading, we had a couple of tests. We had some warnings. But it ended off with a positive energy. So we're going to see what's up with that Five of Cups. Then we'll do a recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that Five of Cups here for my friends? Please. Thank you. Yeah, things will solidify. Okay, nothing in life stays the same forever. Nothing in life stays stagnant. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright underneath the Five of Cups. Now, some of you might just have a mother figure that's in a rough place. That might be sad or depressed, things like that. This could be an earth sign, especially with the one card of Taurus showing up in reverse. Like, you might be butting heads with the earth signs here in this time. But she is very similar to the Empress when I see her. So I'd think of the blessings just like last week's, the abundance, the blessings. Okay, so once again, it would be very optimal to switch your focus on what you do have and what you're grateful for in this time. Like, don't look at what you've lost. Don't look at what you don't have. Don't look too far into the future or too far into the past right now. Stay in the present and be grateful for the blessings that you do have. Now, I do see, once again, something paying off in the end. Like, even if you're in the midst of some craziness, or even if you're in the midst of a very slow, monotonous time, this is the energy of a big payoff here, okay? The Five of Cups, like, these tears won't be here forever with this Queen of Pentacles in the upright, because she is, like, straight up abundance, so I'm liking it. But I will say this, Aries, like, there might be somebody in your life that's really going through a tough one here, okay? Or several people, because I was picking up the vibes of different people. Let's go through. I'll give you a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. We have Leo energy, we have earth sign energy, especially Taurus, but right here in the beginning, if you kindly look in the box, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Three of Wands in reverse. Now it is extra important for somebody to not reverse manifest and bring something to them that they don't want. So keeping that mind space in a good place. I'm also picking up the vibe of two people that are mirroring each other's behaviors, like two people that might be upset or lonely. But yeah, these hurt feelings are kind of sitting here. So there might be someone in your life that's really going through a tough one. In the center, we have the Strength card with the Hierophant in reverse. Big upheaval. You do have the inner strength and will to get through whatever tests and challenges Spirit's sending you. Now, it could be a big time of various different tests, but I see this volatile energy that, you know, there could be so many ups and downs. So I do feel like this is a big warning here right in the center that we might want to heed. But moving to the back end, Five of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in the upright. If it's not a mother figure that's going through a tough time, if it's not an earth sign that's going through a tough time, this is something paying off in the end. Focus on what you do have, focus on the blessings in your life, and stay as optimistic as possible. That's the best way to move forward. Focus on the present, okay? And this is a good energy of good things to come. So please take a screenshot. We're going to get you one shadow card here, Aries. Let's see what's going on for my Aries friends, please. I mean, I know there's a lot of people in this time, this day and age, that they're going through rough things. Kind of an epidemic in today's society, but let's get one shadow card. Hopefully, if you are going through tough things, I could give you some solace though. But we're going to see what cards are in shadows. What do we got for Aries? Okay, whether it's something new, something old, this is a great way to end off every reading, in my opinion. Thank you. Yeah, so the emotion showing up here again, we have the Knight of Cups. Some people might be going through romantic issues. This could be past romantic attachments showing up with the Knight of Cups here. And if you're not connected to a water sign, when I see the Knight of Cups, its shadow side is the emotional volatility, the sadness, the depression. So we were picking up those little hints of pain throughout the whole thing. How you process emotional pain, how you process emotional volatility could be in the shadows, and that might be something Spirit's highlighting here. But yeah, there is some sort of connection. You know, the Knight of Cups is the lover boy if you watch tarot. So there is something attached to a love situation that's showing up here, whether past or present or even future for some people. So just keep an eye on that. But Aries, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the November subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the October subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced the day after Halloween, November 1st. But for November, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Vice Versa Tarot once again. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, what are you most grateful for? 'Tis the season, am I right, my friends? That's all you need to do to enter. And at the end of November, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. My friends, as always, much love, and I'll see you next time.